Hey guys, hey, what's going on? Hey, this is Wesley Million Dollar Virgin here, and I want you to sit back, but I want to say a couple of things before I get started with this video, okay? If you don't like harsh language, please leave this video. If you don't want to know the truth about how a lot of stuff works as it relates to marketing, deceptive marketing, or marketing in general, just leave this video, okay? If you don't want to earn boatloads of money, please leave this video. Because in this video, I'm going to give you the 4 words that is used to control you. Yes, you, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can use them to control others. I'm not going to show you how to use them to control others, but once I give you these 4 words, it was going to make perfect sense. And you're going to see why and how the world has controlled you for so many years, okay? Now, I thought hard and long about recording this video because it's going to piss people off. It's going to disturb a lot of people, but it's the truth. And anybody that wants to truly control their destiny, and when I use the word control your destiny, I mean to be able to really think about something, create it, and make it work without relying on other people, okay? All right, so this video is good for entrepreneurs. This video is good for if you go to church, if you have a pastor or a preacher. This video is good for you if you have a psychic reader. This video is good for you if you go to the psychologist or the psychiatrist. I'm going to tell you why. And these 4 words is the reason why you can get your shit together, okay? So go ahead and jump in here. You can share this if you like. You can tag it. You can like people if you like as well. Like I told you guys before, yes, I'm a millionaire getting close to becoming a billionaire. And I said, and I made a promise to myself and a promise to God or to the universe a few years ago that if I ever make millions of dollars, I would give people the actual formula. I'm going to tell them everything what it takes from their mindset, from the technicalities, from the skill to become very successful. And once you understand these 4 words, which you already know, they've been used to control you. They've been used to make you do certain things. They've been used to make you buy certain things. They've been used to make you make decisions that's beyond your conscious awareness, okay? So here's the words. Here are the 4 words, and I would like you guys to put it below. Before I get started, I want to be clear. I do coach people, and I will coach you as well. And when I say coach, it's this. I am more than just an internet marketing coach. Yes, I can show you how to make money online. Yes, I can show you how to become rich. Great. But I do more than that because I understand this. Once you make a lot of money, which most of you will, in my coaching group, the Millionaire in Training Inner Circle, you have to understand there are other aspects of life that you need to focus on after you make the money. But I know most of you that are listening to me, that follow me, which I'm grateful for, the first thing you want is the money, okay? And this is why I created a coaching group to help people become successfully financial, but to help people like yourself control your destiny. Okay, this is what life is all about. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. And God, just put hello and just, if everybody's good with it, before I start, I need to get, by law, before I make this video, I have to get confirmation from you that you're okay with me giving you this information. If you say, yes, Wesley, I'm okay, just put, yes, Wesley, give me the information. Just put that in the comments below. Say, let's go. Just let me know if you're cool with it, because what I'm going to give you is going to be a bit, it may piss some people off. It will, 100%. But you're going to be more aware of what's going on with you so you can make better decisions for your financial future, for your family, for your life, so you can get some of this good stuff called the money, the green, the materialistic things that you desire to be able to live the rest of your life like a king or queen. That makes sense? So if you don't mind, just put let's go just to get a confirmation. If you don't mind, please. I got to get a confirmation because if Facebook try to take this video down, if YouTube try to take it down, they'll know that when I recorded this video, Wesley Million Dollar Virgin, I mean, who was very wealthy, I said it humbly, I got confirmation from the people that were watching this video You put let's go in the comments about this, okay? So thanks, I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate you. The 4 words that is used to control you is it's not your fault. I want somebody to put those words below here. It's not your fault. When a person or when a commercial or when a person selling a product, whether it's a weight loss product, whether it's a relationship product, whether it's your psychologist that you're sitting on the couch talking about your life, when he tells you that it's not your fault, automatically that makes you feel better. See, if I tell you that Donald Trump is the reason why you're stuck in a rut right there, the reason why you can't really get out of this economical situation, then you don't have to take ownership. Then you're looking constantly and consistently outside of yourself to make that thing work. Let me give you a good example. Most women want to lose weight, right? So a lot of women at this time, it's 11 o'clock p.m. here in Houston, Texas. They're watching infomercials. They're watching the P90X. They're watching the Beachbody. They're watching all the product that's been sold to them. And the 4 words that you will hear and see is, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you're fat. It's your thyroid. It's not your fault that you're fat. It's the food that you're eating. It's not your fault that you're overweight. It's that fucked up relationship that you're in. It's not your fault that you're sluggish. It's the air that you're breathing. What I'm telling you is this. These words are destroying business owners and entrepreneurs who want to make millions of dollars. Hell, these words are destroying people who want a better quality of life. Because when I say it's not your fault, that means you no longer have to look within yourself to solve your problem. See, check this out. Most of you go to church. I'm not talking down on church, but listen to me. When you go to church, you have a pastor or a preacher that is teaching you, that's preaching to you, okay? And you're looking for him for guidance. Now, the question is this: why are you looking for him for guidance? Because you believe in him. It sounds good, right? But the pastor usually never tells you that it's your fault that you're living paycheck to paycheck. It's your fault that you have diabetes, you have cancer now. It's your fault that your child is running crazy. It's your fault that you don't have $1,000 in your bank account. It's your fault. Let me give you another example. Psychic readers. You know, when you go to psychic readers and you want them to read your palms or read your hand and tell you about your future, they tell you it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you screwed up. It's your daddy's fault. You know what? It's your daddy's fault because he wasn't there. It's your mama's fault because she was jacked up. She was fucked up, so now you fucked up. It's not your fault. It was her fault. Does that make sense? See, the thing is, deep in our psychology, when we hear it's not our fault, then we tend to want to blame other people. And we tend to constantly, every day, look outside of ourselves to fix our obesity, to fix our financial problems, to fix our weight, to fix our relationships, our love relationship. Am I making sense here? It's not your fault. It's what the world uses to control you every day of your life. Every day of your life. Once you remove the word not and say it is your fault, because it is. It is your fault. It's your fault that you're overweight. It's your fault that you're broke. It's your fault that you're average. It's your fault that you're rebellious. It's your fault that you resent other people that are doing well that you're not. It's your fault that you're still at that job that you don't even like for 10, 20, 30 years of your life. It's your fault that your business is not working. Am I making sense here? It's your fault. See, check this out. I want you to understand this and listen to me closely here. Consistently, even in my marketing, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I put it's not your fault. Why? Because it works. See, if I tell the person it's not their fault, they'll never take ownership. But I promised myself, and this is the last time I would ever make a video like this, but I want you to get deep down in the psychology of yourself, that every day that you believe that it is not your fault, you will always buy the next product, you will always you will go to the next church, you will go to the next pastor, the next psychic, the next psychologist, the next psychiatrist. You will always go there only because you believe at a deep core level that it's not your fault. So if it's not your fault, it's somebody else's fault. And it's somebody else's. It's somebody else's job to fix it. This is how the world controls you. See, what I've learned about millionaires, and only when I say millionaires myself, I always take responsibility of everything that happens in my life. It doesn't matter if when I was growing up, my parents didn't tell me I love you all the time, because they didn't. They didn't know. My parents didn't tell me, oh, I love you, Wesley. I love you, Wesley. No! I rarely ever heard, I love you, Wesley. So when I grew up, I didn't know how to love, which means I was fucking angry. I was bitter. I was mad. So when people would love me, I didn't know what to do. But I can't blame my daddy. I can't blame my mommy for that. I'm a grown man. What I'm telling you, you're a grown adult. It's time for you to take ownership. See, the thing is, it's easy to pass blame on somebody. It's easy to pass blame. It's easy. Listen to me, young folks. It's easy to say, well, I bought the wrong program. I went to the wrong church. I dated the wrong guy. I dated the wrong girl. That was just the wrong person. But when do you ever say, I fucked up? I fucked up. I'm not saying that you need to beat yourself up, but you need to understand and realize that you fucked up. See, when you realize that you fucked up, then you understand that you must take responsibility to fix it. That means is you don't have to go to anybody else to determine and to forecast and predict the next 10 or 15 years of your life. You can do that. You know what? The thing is, I love people around the world, but every day someone comes to me and say, Wesley, what should I do? What should I do for the next 5 years of my life? You know, how do I find my passion? How do I do this? How do I do this? And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what? God gave me a brain. God gave you a brain. God gave me faith and will and determination. He gave it to you too. It's not up for me, Wesley Virgin, to determine what you want from your life. It's not up to Tony Robbins or Gary Vee or Ty Lopez or Jim Rohn or Pastor T.D. Jakes or Joe Osteen to tell you how you should be living your life. Like as if you're not intelligent enough to figure it out for yourself. Does that make sense? I told you viewer discretion is advised, folks. I mean, this is the real life. See, the thing is, after this video is recorded, most of you are going to become millionaires because you're going to understand that you've been using or you've been allowing people to say it's not your fault. You've been looking at advertisement that said it's not your fault. You have people in your life that says it's not your fault and you believe them only because it was convenient. Not because it was convenient and it made you feel better at the moment. But check this out. Feeling better at the moment doesn't make you rich. Feeling better at the moment doesn't make you a millionaire and successful. See, what I had to understand, that even though I didn't have the best childhood, because I didn't. I had a cool childhood. I had an okay childhood, but I didn't have the best childhood. But I made a decision to Wesley Virgin that I am not going to use that childhood or what happened to me as a crutch to prevent me from living my fucking dream. Some of you have allowed, it's not your fault, it's the reason why you're not living a rich life. This is the reason why you're not living as a rich man and woman. You're constantly trying to figure it out. Every day trying to figure it out. Well, how do I do it? How do I do it? You know, man, if my mom was more like this, if I didn't grow up in the ghetto and if I wasn't around these people, if I wasn't dealing with this person, then I could have been further in life. Stop. Stop. It's easy to habitually blame other people for your situation. But a real man and a real woman stands up and says, even though all these things have happened to me in my life, and maybe, because I know what some of you guys are thinking about. You say, well, Wesley, you don't know my story. You don't know exactly what I've been through, and I don't. I don't. And you might say, well, Wesley, some things was out of my control, and I understand it. And I'm going to tell you this. Who gives a fuck? And I say that out of love. Who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, okay, great, all right. Say if you was abused when you were younger. So what? Say if you didn't grow up in the best environment. Fuck it. So what? Because no one cares. Do you not understand that? Like, no one really cares that you're on welfare right now. No one really cares that you can't pay your bills right now. No one cares that you're having this hard time. Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane whatever did this to you. No one cares. See, when you understand that on a very deep core level, you will become the person that you're supposed to become, which is rich, which is wealthy, which is prosperous, which is great. See, a great man and a great woman understand that it's always their fault, despite the circumstances and the situations. Despite even the situation that is outside of their control, they still take responsibility. Not you. Not you. And not most people. That's why most people will always be uncertain and be confused. And they will always looking for the next Buddha. When I use the term Buddha, they're always looking for the next leader. They're looking for the next mentor. They're just looking for someone to understand them. Someone to understand and resonate with them to the point that they were like, yeah, you get me. Let me buy your stuff. Let me get involved with you, man, because you really get it. And you will go down that road again. What I'm telling you is this. It's your fault. Everything in your life. I'm not saying that you should stop going to church. I'm not saying that you should stop using a psychiatrist and psychologist. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. That everything in your life, whether you influenced that event, whether you were there or not, it's your fault. It's you. Which means it's up to you to change it. Don't allow marketing messages, TV commercials, infomercials to keep telling you it is not your fault. It's the reason why you are living the life that you're living today. Stop taking the easy road out. It's easy to say, well, yeah, it's not my fault, man. I got to blame the government. I'm going to blame my job. Some of you guys, if you get fired tomorrow, you know the first thing you're going to do? You're going to blame the boss, the manager, the co-workers. They set me up. Blame. And you wonder why you still work in a job. Because, you know what? Rich people, we take ownership for everything. We take full ownership of everything. If I got fired from my job, it was my fault. Because I knew it was. And even if it wasn't, it's something that I will look inside myself. The world teaches you, listen to me here. The world teaches you not to look within yourself for anything. Go buy Prozac, go buy some pills, go get some weed, go smoke something, go drink something, go have sex, go do something outside of you to fix you. Go watch a motivational video, go read a book. But don't spend any time with yourself. See, the world doesn't want you to spend time with yourself because the world understands this. If you discover who you are, woo! If you discover who you really are and what you're capable of, the world can't touch you. They don't want that. The world can't touch you. They will always, the world will always have governmental programs, like housing, food stamps, all this stuff. I'm not saying that this stuff is not legitimate, but it's a form of control. Because if I tell you to sit down and relax and have babies for the rest of your life and we're going to give you a check, does that provoke you to do anything? It doesn't. It tells you to be lazy. It actually complements that. Does that make sense? but at the same time, you want to be rich. See, some of you guys are always looking for the next hookup. When they, let me get a hookup, bro. Can I get a hookup? Hook up on this, hook up on this. Let me share something with you. The hookup mentality is not going to build you sustainable wealth. You'll probably make a little money, but you'll lose it because you're always looking for the hookup. It's not your fault. It is your fault. And it's your problem, and it's yours to fix. Feel free to share and like this video. These 4 words are being used every day to control you. If you ever want to become a very successful young man or a very successful young man, and I'm not going to say it doesn't hurt. Yes, it does. It hurts when someone cheats on you, even though you felt that you gave them everything and they still screwed you over. Yeah, it hurts when you put all the money into business and someone stole the money, or they screwed you over, or you believe in someone and they pretty much deceived you. Yeah, it hurts. Of course it does. And it hurts even more when you say, you know what? I fucked up. Excuse my language. But it hurts to say, fuck, I fucked up. Wow. Why are we so afraid to say that? I screwed up. Fuck. I made the wrong decision. It wasn't the company's fault. Some of you guys get in business, you're getting all these different MLMs and network marketing organizations and crypto, whatever. As soon as something doesn't go right, oh, it was their fault. Well, they changed the comp plan. They changed this. It's your fault. You made the decision, my friend. They're human just like you are human. You made a decision to move forward. Maybe you didn't do enough research. Maybe you didn't do enough investigation, but you made the decision. That means it is your fault. If you keep believing it's not your fault, you will keep jumping from program to program, book to book, mentor to mentor, motivational video to motivational video, person to person, psychiatrist to psychiatrist, psychologist, spending all of your money searching for something that is inside of you. Spending thousands of dollars searching for something that is already inside of you. What I'm telling you is you have the answers. I'm sorry, mom and daddy, the preacher, or I'm sorry they never told you this, but you have the answers. All you need is actually within you. Until you turn around and look within yourself, stare in that mirror and start talking to yourself, you will discover things about yourself that you never knew existed. You would discover some things about you that you'd even know you had an issue with. It's your fault. I tell you that out of love, it's your fault. And remember this. The people in this world, now I really want you to listen to this last statement. The people around you in the world, family, friends, anyone, I know you think they care about you. They love you. They'll do anything for you. They're going to pat you on the back. They're going to lift you up when you're down. Let me share some with you. They don't give a damn about you. And let me tell you why they don't give a damn about you, because I know some of you are going to say, yes, they do. They don't give a damn about you because they got their own fucking problems. Do you think you're the only person that have problems? Do you think you're the only person that's overweight? Do you think you're the only person in your peer group that's broke? Do you think you're the only person that's average? Do you think you're the only person in your peer group that can't find a man or a husband or a woman or a wife? Do you think you're the only person that's depressed, that's disappointed? Do you think you're the only person that has a 9-to-5 job that they can't stand? No, they don't give a fuck about you. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but I want to share with you because I want you to understand this mentally. I want to touch you in a visceral level that you understand. Once you understand that people don't really care, even though it feels like they do, then you start to rely on yourself. Then you become what Peter Drucker says, you will become fucking self-reliant on you. That even though people around you, they say they care, they love you, great, great, great. I'm happy about that. But at the end of the day, I depend on Wesley Virgin. Me personally, I depend on myself. Some of you guys, well, I got to know who to call just in case this happens. No. No. I don't call anyone. I call myself. I figure it out. See, I've trained myself that way. Because I understand at the end of the day, even the people that you think care so much about you and they love you so much and they pat you on the back and they tell you this, see, you have no idea what they're really thinking about you. They don't give a damn. They don't care. And they're glad it's you and not them. And they wish you'll stop calling them, texting them, and telling them about your problems. They wish that you would stop. And that's honesty. Now, this video was created for anybody that wants to substantially increase their wealth, increase their quality of life, and be able to control their destiny. Remove not from it's your fault, because it is. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It may bring tears to your eyes about some of the things that have happened to your life. You've probably been raped, hurt, abused, mentally abused, physically abused. I know. I understand. But what I'm telling you is still your fault. And I know it may put you in a bed. You may be hurt. You may cry. You may get angry right now. But use that to succeed. Don't use that to be nasty at me. Don't use that to be negative. Don't use that to be emotional. Use it to succeed. That's what I did. I used the anger. I used the rebellious spirit. I used the resentment. I used everything in me that was painful to succeed. And I did. It's your fault. It always will be your fault. You can use this to control people as well. You could tell people it's not their fault, and guess what? You'll get rich. Because guess what? Even though I want many people to become rich, they won't. Even though I want many people to become successful, they won't. It's only a minute fraction of people in the world that will ever understand how it feels to live an abundant life. It's not your fault. It's powerful. And it's effective. And it's being used every single day. Much love. Watch this video over and over again. If you want to be coached by me, just reach out to me. I'll see your message. And I'll coach you. And I'll help you become the person that you deserve to become. Much love. This is Wesley, Million Dollar Virgin. Like and share this video if you dare. Much love.